Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Sumukascha Ekadantascha Kapilo Gajakarnakaha Lambodharascha Vikato Vignarajo Vinayakaha Dhumaketurganadhyakshaha Palachandro Gajananaha Vakratundaha Surpakarno Herambaha Skandapurvajaha Shuklambaradharam Vishnum Sasivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vignopasantaye Yasyad Viraravaktradhya Parishadhya Parasatam Vignam Satatam Vishvaksenam Tamasraye Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheswaraha Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Bhagavan's grace, let us continue. Athato Bhaksim Vyakhya Syamaha Sa Swasmin Parama Prema Rupa Amrutasva Rupa Cha Yad Labdva Puman Siddho Bhavati Amruto Bhavati Tripto Bhavati Yad Prapya Na kinchit vanchati, na sochati, na dveshti, na ramate, na utsahi bhavati. Yat jnatva matto bhavati, stabdho bhavati, atma ramo bhavati. Sa na kamayamana, nirodhas rupatvata. Nirodhastu lokaveda vyapara nyasaha. Tasmin ananyata Tad virodhishu udasinata cha. Then we came up to slokam number 10. Anya srayanam tyago ananyata. This bhakti. See, one thing, example I want to give you in slokam 7, sutram 7, is sa na kamayamana nirodharupatvat. See, the easy way to understand that when the mind goes towards Bhagavan, the other attractions of the world die away. They leave you actually. They become non-existent. And the example Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa gives is actually, if you take a seed that we plant in the garden and then the thing sprouts and things come out of it, right? And that's what's happening to all of us because of our desires and attractions and to the external world. Things keep on sprouting. Now, if the seed were to be fried, for example, before you plant it, what happens to it? It will not sprout. It's exactly like that. Is what Ramakrishna Paramahamsa said. That occurred to me, so I'm sharing that with you. So, Anya Srayanam Tyago Ananyata. Slokam number 10, Sutram number 10. Ananyata, the words are Anya Strayanam Tyagaha Ananyata. Ananyata. This, when you have the Bhagavan's love towards Bhagavan, your inclination and impulses really do not go to anything else. So Ananyata means without being attracted to anything else. That mindset. That's what you have, because mind is not attracted to anything else. That's what Ananya means. Anya Srayanam Tyagaha. In the previous sutram, Narada told us, Tad Virodhishu Udasinata. Anything that is opposed to loving Bhagavan, then you are absolutely indifferent to it. You don't even care about it. Whereas here, it's even larger. He says, Anya Srayanam Tyagaha. There are so many challenges that happen to us in life, and we seek support. We seek support in several ways, and we go to the temple and perform worship, or talk to friends, or talk to our spouses, or whatever, or talk to elders, or read a book, listen to good music, or and some people take up to drinking and stuff like that, right? Everything is really a form of support that we try to lean on mentally, right? Whereas, once I start loving Bhagavan, anya asrayanam tyagaha. All other supports are given up. You don't, the only support that you really seek and the one that you're really holding on to is really Bhagavan. That's what happens. Prayanam Tyagaha Ananyata. Now, Sutram number 11. Loke Vedeshu Tad Anukula Charanam Tad Virodhishu Udasinata. Tad Virodhishu Udasinata, that we understand. It was what Narada told us, this used this phrase and taught us. So anything that is opposed to it, you are indifferent, you don't care. It doesn't even come into your environment, right? In your ambit. What is that? What is the thing he's talking of here? Loke Vedeshu Tat Anukula Acharanam. Loke, in the world. There are so many things activities we have to do. There is no scriptures, no part of our scriptures, no part of teachings from Bhagavan himself. None of them ever say be inactive. On the other hand, they all promote and encourage us to be active and do action. Only by doing action can we become free of actions. So, in Loke, in the world, there are so many activities that we have to do. And Vedeshu, the Vedas have prescribed certain activities, Satyam Vada, Dharmam Chara, Satyanna Pramaditavyam, speak the truth, do Dharma, and speak only the truth, and like that. There's so many things that it has been given. So all those activities, Tat Anukula Acharanam. Among all those activities, what will I embrace, what will I carry out, and how will I carry it? More than what, it is how I will carry it out. Because the how is where the essence, the key to opening the lock, so to speak. The opening the lock of bondage, the key to opening that is how we do it. And how to do it, yet karoshi tat kurushva mat arpanam. Whatever you do it as an offering to me, is what Bhagavan himself says. Whatever you eat, do it as an offering to me. Whatever you enjoy, the whole thing is given for enjoyment only in this world for us. But whatever you enjoy, you offer that to me. Since one person asked Swami about, Swami asked him, did you see me there where you were, in the place London, England? And he said, no, Swami, I knew that you were there, but I could not see you because, I don't have the jnana chakshu, which means the vision of wisdom, the vision of knowledge. Then he said, Swami, please give me jnana chakshu. That means the divine vision, the way that Krishna granted Arjuna, right? So he asked him, and Swami said a beautiful reply. He said, yes, I will give you, but not right now, because if I give you, you will lose body consciousness. But I want you to enjoy with the body that you have, enjoy. See, we think the whole world is a burden, life is a burden. No, on the contrary. Life is a beautiful journey, a beautiful game, a beautiful experience of interacting. The moment you start sharing your own divinity with others, whether it is love, whether it is peace, or whether it is happiness, or whatever way you want to call it, and the moment you start sharing it with others, what happens? They share it back with you. It comes back to you. So it's a beautiful journey. It's not a burden at all. So we do all the things, tat anukula acharanam, all the activities that come our way in our life, and every single activity that comes our way is a prasadam, a gift, a blessing from Bhagavan. It is given to us as an exercise, if you will, like going to a 24/7 fitness club, and the whole life is nothing but a fitness club, except it is not so much to do with the physical muscles, but it is the mental muscles that have to be trained and exercised. And there is only one exercise. We don't have several types of exercises. And the only exercise is to turn the mind to Bhagavan and to love Him. That's all. So, all the activities are given to us for that purpose in the world. Vedas also prescribe so many activities. Whatever it is, tat anukula acharanam. Embrace them, carry them out in your life in an anukulam, in the most beneficial manner, which means offering them to Bhagavan and thinking of Bhagavan and offering them to Him with love. Offering the action, of definitely offering the results to start with, offering the action, and then finally even the doership. Whatever, offer it to Him. That's tat anukula acharanam. Now, tat virodhishu udasinata. Anything contrary or opposed to doing it this way, be indifferent. That means don't be involved in it. Only do this. That is Sutram number 11. Loke Vedeshu tat anukula acharanam tat virodhishu udasinata. Now, here, let us look at the teaching from Bhagavan himself in chapter 18 of the Bhagavad Gita, slokam number 11. Okay, when I start loving Bhagavan, why should I be involved in activities? I just keep on thinking of Him and loving Him in my mind, my heart. Isn't that not enough? Bhagavan says, it is not possible for the person with the sense of body attachment to give up actions entirely. Let us be truthful. It is not possible because the body consciousness is there, mind consciousness is there. So we have to be truthful to our state of affairs and acknowledge and accept the gift, the prasadam of actions that come our way. So it is not possible for the person with a sense of body attachment to give up actions entirely. But he who gives up the desire for results of action, he is called a person of sacrifice. He is a tyagi. It is 18:11. And nahi degabhrita sakyam tyaktum karmani aseshataha. Yastu karmapala tyagi sa tyagi iti abhidhiyate. Okay? So that's what Narada says here. Yes, you have to do it, but do it in anukula acharanam, in the most beneficial manner. And what is the most beneficial manner? We saw that. Yat karoshi tat kurushva mad arpanam. Simple. Whatever you do, the most simple thing that the simplest practical exercises among all the things, if you were this simple, Bhagavan himself says. He says, oh, you're finding it difficult, just do this. That's enough. Just offer that to me, whatever you do. Right? That we can remember. Then, Sutram number 12. Bhavatu nischaya dhartyat urdhvam sastra rakshanam. I will read this again. Bhavatu nischaya dhartyat urdhvam sastra rakshanam. Now, suppose I do all this that as Narada as himself has explained here, or yat karoshi tat kurushva madarpanam, I'm getting more and more skilled, more and more capable of thinking of Bhagavan and offering things to Him, and I find that I begin to love Him, and that gets stronger and stronger, right? I become indifferent to all the other things, the things that I'm not interested in that really, right? I carry out all my activities, without fail and promptly and all that. So, as I'm getting better in the path of this bhakti yoga, path of embracing Bhagavan with love, with selfless love, just for Bhagavan's sake, for no other motive there, as I'm becoming stronger at it, is that enough? What this sutra says is that even when you become stronger in your bhakti, in your devotion, love for God, you must still respect the Shastras. We cannot just give up and go away. That will happen when they themselves will leave you. We must come to that stage like Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, Ramana Maharshi, or the gopis and all that. So till then, so long as the body consciousness is there, I must obey the Shastras, is what the next sutram says. Bhavatu nischayadhartyat urdhvam. Nischayadhartyat urdhvam. Even after strengthening one's devotion and confirming and ascertaining, yes, it is very strong. Like when you hit a nail on a wall, and before you hang the picture there, you go and shake it, and it remains firm, right? Like that, even after the bhakti has become very firm, Shastra Rakshanam. Rakshanam does not mean protection here, because Shastras are the one that protect us. The Vedam is the one that is protecting us, not the other way around. But so here the Rakshanam means, see, when something is protecting you, we in turn, we respect it, isn't it? Automatically, that respect. This is the law of nature. Even though as human beings, we may be arrogant and not give due respect to where we should, whether it is elders or whether it is character, or whether it is good qualities, good values, or a piece of help done to us by somebody at the time of need. All things we must automatically respect, okay? And that the respect that comes as a result of the natural protection that we have is what the Rakshanam here means. So we must respect the Shastras. Bhavatu, let it be that way. Even after one becomes very skilled and strong and unshakably strong in bhakti, you must still continue to respect the Shastras and the various prescriptions and the prohibitions given in our Shastras. You must follow that. Till the body consciousness goes away, till that can be done only by Bhagavan. He is the only one who can remove our feeling of separation, our body consciousness. Till then. Now, why is it so? Okay. Let us see what Bhagavan himself says in Bhagavad Gita, Adhyayam 3, Slokam 20. In Karma Yoga, Slokam 20, Swami gives the same point. And what does he say? The Janaka and other noble souls achieved supreme fulfillment by performing their actions this way, did they not? From the point of view of minding the welfare of the society also, you have the call for action. We must continue to do them according to Shastras. So for Loka Sangraham eva api sampasyayana kartum arhasi. As do that as Mutt arpanam, Isvara arpanam. We must do that. And now the question may come. How some people it may not do this, some people may not agree, because still this thing has not descended upon them. The message has not become clear to them. So they may be in their own world of ignorance, right? And for those people, again Bhagavad Gita says in the same Adhyayam, Slokam 26, okay, that we should not try and dispute. The translation in English would be, we people who perform your actions like that according to Shastra Rakshanam, right, with devotion, they do not dispute the intellectual outlook of the unwise who do actions desiring results. And what's the Shastra Rakshanam is what? Perform your actions without desiring results. That's the most important. For people who do not do that, no point in going and disturbing their outlook. They will learn, in the course of time. So that is the teaching from 326. Sutra number 13. Anyata patitya asankaya. Anyata patitya asankaya. That is Sutra number 13. Why? The anyata, otherwise. Patitya asankaya means you could actually slip and fall down from this path that you have undertaken. Because as Paramacharya says, the spiritual path is like walking on a banana skin. It is extremely slippery. And Bhagavan says in Bhagavad Gita, this path is not for the weak-hearted. It is very difficult. At the same time, it is easy also, okay, depending upon how you approach it. And if you keep on surrendering everything to Bhagavan and offering, then it becomes very easy. But the moment you start thinking, I am doing something, you're slipped. Basically, walking on a banana peel, right? That's what Patitya Asankya means. You have to be careful. Otherwise, if you don't follow all this, you could slip and fall down. And it's the Patitya Asankya. It means the doubt will be there. The anxiety, the concern will be there that you might slip and fall down. That is what Patitya Asankya means. So if you don't follow this, follow the Shastras, as you are advancing in your pathway, then the doubt and the anxiety and the concern may arise that you are actually slipping and falling back. Now here, the next question is, why should I worry? If I am loving Bhagavan, he will protect me, right? Of course he will protect. Definitely, 100% guaranteed. Now the problem is, even though my bhakti has become strong, it is not strong enough yet, right? And so, till the body consciousness is there, and it will continue to love Bhagavan, I must do this very carefully, following all the prescriptions from the elders and the scriptures. Anyatha patitya asankaya. The same thing is given in Bhagavad Gita chapter 3, slokam 21. 321. The disciplined actions of respected people set an example for others. How do we want to follow Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, or Ramana Maharishi, or Kanchi Paramacharya, or Mirabai, or Chaitanya, anybody, or Tulasidas, why? Because they have set an example to us by their conduct, by the actions that they undertook and the way they perform their action. That sets an example to us. And because what they consider important, then we can also follow that. So we have to continue to follow the Shastra Rakshanam very carefully. Sutra number 14. Lokopi tavadeva kintu bhojanadi vyapara stava sharira dharanavati. Let me read this slowly. Lokaha api tavat eva kim tu bhojanadi vyaparaha tu asharira dharana avati. So, lokopi tavadeva kintu bhojanadi vyaparaha tu asharira dharanavadhi. The lokaha api, all the business transactions, life business transactions, not necessarily the commercial business, but even the way we lead our life, if you really look at it, there are always transactions going on, right? Morning to night, night to morning, interactions with people, interactions with goods and things, interactions with the nature, right? Everything, there's a transaction going on, right, as part of our life. Lokaha api, that's what that means. Tavat eva. All the interactions we have as part of our livelihood is only that, which is the following the Shastra Rakshanam, following the rules prescribed, because there is an operating modus operandi in the whole world, the whole universe. We call it rhythm, which is the divine principle, inviolable law that Bhagavan has given. Action means there is a reaction, period, right? And we cannot escape that. And so that's what it is, tavat eva. Kintu, but, bhojanadi vyaparaha tu, the eating part of it, the food that we take, that transaction pertaining to that is asharira dharana avadhi. That should be limited only to protect and upkeep the body that you have. It should not be anything more than that. All the food that we take, we should not. It's like a medicine. You know, there is a beautiful Sanskrit word I think we saw here earlier, maybe in Bhagavad Gita. It's called aushadham. Aushadham means we think medicine. Yes, it is medicine. Aushadham also means plant. But aushadham also means food, annam, that we take. Why is it called aushadham, a medicine? Because it cures the illness of hunger. Now imagine you taking food when you don't have appetite. Appetite is also important. The signal comes, hunger comes, immediately then you eat, then the hunger goes away. So it is like a cure for an illness. So the asharira means body, asharira, body and body related things. That's what it asharira means. And dharana avadhi, only to support it, only up to that point. You should not take it beyond that point. Okay? Whereas all the other interactions we have in our livelihood, in our life, okay, in our living, so to speak, should be for life, which means to be able to really give love and receive love, to put it in a very simple way. That is the vyaparam that we must engage in, to be selfless. And the body is an instrument given to us to perform the other vyaparam, the other divine transaction that is taking place. And even the act of taking food into the body to keep this machine called our body functioning, like the way we put gas in our car to run it, right? And when we offer food to it, we can offer that, take food, we can offer that to Bhagavan also, because that can also be made into a divine transaction depending upon our mindset and our mental attitude. Because yat karoshi tat kurushva madarpanam. Whatever you do, do it to my offering. So these are the training that we must undertake. Lokopi tavat eva kintu bhojanadi vyaparatu asharira dharana avadhi. Sutram number 15 is tat lakshanani vachyante nana mata bhedat. Tat lakshanani vachyante nana mata bhedat. Very quickly I'll share the meaning and then we'll go into it a little bit detail in our next class. Tat lakshanani vachyante nana mata bhedat. Mata bhedat. Matam means we immediately think it's religion. It's different way of thinking, different pathway of thinking. You know, look at it that way are opinions. You know, religion is a way given. There are infinite religions available. And so mata bhedat, the various doctrines and pronouncements that people who have experienced it, you know, they all try to capture one aspect of it, right? Therefore, you'll find that there are differences there. That's what he's going to talk about. Mata bhedat. because of the differences, if you take even on a simple pedestrian basis, our religion, right? Even though there is only one God and the various religions are all different pathways to reach the same place. We all know that. Now, go from point A to point B. If you Google Map, you get more than one pathway to get there, right? It's like that. So, because of that, because of the differences in the pathway, tat lakshanani, the lakshanam means the characteristic trait. Okay? What is it that makes it distinct? The distinctive quality, so that you can identify it. Right? So that identifiable, distinctive, characteristic quality, tat, that bhakti of that, nana, in different ways, in a variety of ways, vachyante, have been described. Different pathways are describing what bhakti is in different ways. That is the meaning of this sutra. Tat lakshanani vachyante nana mata bhedate. And next class, I will share with you what Prahlada says, what Adi Shankara says, and what Kapila says about bhakti. And then we will move on. And then Narada is going to take us to what Vyasa says and a few other people and all that. This is why bhakti is not anybody's exclusive property. It is your personal experience with Bhagavan. And experiences with Bhagavan, not one or two. They are infinite. So you experience Bhagavan, the sweetness, in your own way. That's very important. Okay. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om.